We are so glad to be here with you today to make a craft to help us remember the Bible story that we just heard. David is chosen. So who was the young boy in the story today?
David.
It was. And who was the older man in the story?
Samuel.
And Samuel came with a certain job. What was his job he had to do?
To find a king.
That's right. He had been given directions by God to go and find a king. And then remember, God told him, he said, I will help you in this process, and I will help you make sure that you choose the right person to know who should be chosen as king. So Samuel went into the house, and he went to the house of Jesse in Bethlehem, and he said, let me see all of your sons. I want to see who is going to be chosen as king. I just think this is the place where we need to go. Well, he went and he looked at all the brothers, and what did he think about them?
They were not good enough to be king.
Oh, because he wasn't looking at how big and strong they were, because they were big and strong, weren't they?
He was looking how big their heart were.
That's right.
Hearts were.
That's right. He was looking inside their heart to see if they had all of the qualities that God was looking for. What are some qualities you think that he needs to have if he's going to be king?
Like brave, faithful, kind, and helpful.
Oh, that's really good. And maybe even patient, right? And kind of making sure that he has all of those great qualities that God was looking for in a king. So we have two crafts we thought we'd make today. One, we thought we'd make I guess we should show you the materials. All the materials you need today, you just need some colored construction paper. Today we have some yellow, we have some pink, and we have some white paper. You can use those. We also have markers and crayons. We also need some scissors and a stapler or tape, right? So we can use any of those. If you also have stickers or little jewels or anything like that, you can always use that to decorate as well. Let's do the first craft. The first craft you're going to do is you're going to take some yellow paper and you're going to cut some strips of paper. Now you want it to be kind of thick and you want it to be long. So here's our really long piece of yellow paper. Now we decided to make this longer because we want this to be able to fit around your head. So if it's going to fit around Lincoln's head, we had to go ahead and make it actually a little extra. We had to add a little piece down here to make sure it would fit all the way around. As soon as we have it with the right measurement, then what do we need to go ahead and do?
We need to staple it.
Yeah, and then we also need to decorate, right? So can you show them what kind of decorations you have on yours? Oh, why don't you tell them what's on there?
I have some little squigglies,
Uh-huh.
some circles, and a word that says king.
That's right. And so he went ahead and decorated that. Now this is going to be kind of like a crown to remind us that David was chosen as king. So as soon as you have it decorated and you have it the right measurement, what you're going to do is put it around your head, and then we're going to go ahead and we are going to staple, or you can tape where you would like for it to go. So let's go ahead and staple that on there. Here, will you staple this for me? Make sure we get it here. Perfect. There you go. Good. And now let's do one more at the top and one at the bottom. Perfect. Okay, now let's see if it fits. Let's see if your crown works. Now, if we had special jewels or we had stickers, could we add that on there too?
Yes.
We could. Oh, that's a perfect crown. I like it. It looks very nice. And if it doesn't fit quite right, you can redo it if it doesn't fit the first time, which happens sometimes. Okay, our next craft we thought we'd do. We said that Samuel, when he went to the house of Jesse, he knew the older brothers were not the right ones because they didn't have the right heart, basically, right? They didn't have all those same qualities.
Big and strong.
They were big and strong, but they weren't the ones that God was looking for. So in your heart is what God's really looking at. He sees inside your heart. And so what we decided to do for a second craft is to go ahead and get two pieces of paper. And what you're going to do is you're going to lay it kind of like a book. You're going to put a white piece of paper on top of another colored piece. We used pink. You can also use red or purple, blue, whatever color works for you. And you can also use white. You can just color it and decorate it how you like. As soon as you have it done that, then you're going to go ahead and you can draw half of a heart on there. And you're going to go ahead and cut that out. Can you cut that out for me? Let's see, Lincoln's almost done cutting, so let's go ahead and give him a second. Now, the Bible verse that we can remember for today that we can use is God looks at the heart. And that comes from 1 Samuel 16:7. So this one's going to kind of be an interesting activity because on the outside, we're going to show what we look like. And on the inside, we're going to show what's inside our heart. So here's our heart that Lincoln cut. The next step we're going to do is we're just going to take our staple and we're going to staple here. Let me actually hold it this way. At the front there, one, and go that one there. Perfect. So we have two staples. Now you should be able to lift up your front cover and have the back as a heart, right? Now on the front, you can decorate a picture of you. You can draw you on there. You can draw things you like. You can go ahead and draw different things about the outside of you. And then on the inside, on this inside heart, we can go ahead and write that Bible verse that says God looks at the heart. And then you can decorate it with words that you think describe you on the inside and what God is looking for in us. Would you like to show our example? So here's our front cover. This is a picture of Lincoln with different things that he likes. What are some things we put on there for you?
Baseball, basketball, reading books, and football.
That's right, lots of sports in our house. And then on the inside, what are some qualities that we think God is looking for us to have?
Helpful, patient, courageous, loving, kind, faithful, and brave.
That's right. And then we have the Bible verse in there as well to be able to show that God looks in the heart or at the heart. And that's from 1 Samuel 16:7. We hope that you enjoy making these crafts today and they can help remind you about David being chosen as the king based on the qualities in his heart. Okay, thank you for joining us.
Bye.